Tap out at Canterbury for the running of the Canterbury Cup. Tappy?
Good on you, Ken. Yes, it's the Tooheys Canterbury Cup of 1900 metres, and at the top of the weights is an old New Zealand mare called Red Chiffon. A 6-year-old, she is the veteran of 66 starts, and Ken, you very rarely see mares racing so often.
You do not, John, but I know that the connections of Red Chiffon have been tempted to send her to the stud. She's likely to go this spring, but then again I read if she wins a couple more races they might put it off even more. Makes you wonder whether she should try or shouldn't try. If you left it to the mare, who knows what she'd do. Red Chiffon is at the surprisingly good price of 6 to 1, make that 11 to 2 now, 5.5 to 1. I thought she'd run favourite in the race. Rassin Vane is scratched, 7 to 1 Yarra Bay from the Smith stable. Wayne Harris going for his 4th win of the day. Our Magic Man at 12 to 1, 60 Pleasant Express. I've tipped Estimable. I'm surprised at the odds. About 6 to 4, 11 to 8, around about $2.40. I thought it'd be a lot better price. 12 Paul Antic, 15 Imperial Storm, 20 Centennial Star, 24 Fun, 25 Anybody Home, 16 Live Wire Lady, 25 Discovering, and 60 Siegfried. A late check about $2.30 for the favourite Estimable, and $6.30, almost 11 to 2 for Red Chiffon. Johnny Tapp with the Canterbury Cup.
OK, Ken, by crikey, the years roll around. I'm most aware of the passing years when these races keep coming up with such amazing regularity. It seems like yesterday that we saw the running of the Canterbury Cup, because last year, that is, Red Chiffon actually started in it. I think she started favourite and was most disappointing. I think everyone agrees she'll go a lot better this year. Now, Live Wire Lady, the grey mare, with Malcolm Fitzgerald on board, goes up to an outside stall, and they're about set and ready for the Tooheys Canterbury Cup. They look good now. Yarra Bay, the inside runner, ready to break. Yarra Bay being held by a gateman. Off. Good start. Yarra Bay hustled out of the gate by Wayne Harris, beginning smartly. 4 Fun and Pleasant Express. Just behind those, Paul Landick and Imperial Storm, and Estimable is fired up from a wide gate by Darren Beedman to race up and join the leaders. Coming to the judge the first time, Yarra Bay is the leader from Imperial Storm and 4 Fun. Out wide are Estimable, Red Chiffon on the fence, and then Pleasant Express, our Magic Man, a bit deep going out of the straight. Further back, Live Wire Lady with Anybody Home, and then Centennial Star and Siegfried, and dropping out last, Discovery. Out of the straight, Yarra Bay kicked up on the inside to lead Imperial Storm, whose rider's lost his cap. Red Chiffon in the box seat running third, followed by 4 Fun, and then Pleasant Express, Paul Landick and our Magic Man. A length and a half further back, Estimable, a bit worse than midfield on the outside of Anybody Home from Live Wire Lady. Well back, Siegfried and Discovering, and dropping out last, Centennial Star as they go to the back. At the 1,000 peg, and Yarra Bay is the leader. Imperial Storm second, Red Chiffon is getting a dream run third. Then 4 Fun and Pleasant Express, a neck away, our Magic Man. 2 to Paul Landick and a half to Anybody Home, who wants to drop the bit. Live Wire Lady is obliged to race 3 deep down the back, and Estimable getting back a bit and being niggled at by Beedman. Further back, Discovering, followed by Siegfried, and last is Centennial Star. Coming up the hill at the 600 mark, Yarra Bay led a half on Imperial Storm. Red Chiffon third, given a dig in the ribs now as they come up the hill. 4 Fun on the outside, and then our Magic Man. Pleasant Express under heavy pressure. Further back is Live Wire Lady, who'll have to go very deep on the corner. Into the straight, it's Yarra Bay, and in second place, Imperial Storm. Red Chiffon trying to shunt into the clear. 4 Fun is next, and then Pleasant Express. He struck a bit of trouble on Red Chiffon. It's 4 Fun tackled by Pleasant Express, who hits the lead now. Red Chiffon into the clear is going to get a run near the fence. Pleasant Express the leader. Red Chiffon getting through near the rail. Estimable charging to them on the outside. Estimable is swamping Pleasant Express as they get to the line, and there's nothing in it. It's very close right on the line. Estimable or Pleasant Express. Red Chiffon third in front of 4 Fun, and then Discovering, Anybody Home, Siegfried from Imperial Storm, then Live Wire Lady. Further back came our Magic Man, Centennial Star, and Yarra Bay has cut up to run last. Oh, Estimable has come home like a train in the last 70 or 80 metres, has rapidly overhauled Pleasant Express, and the pair of them have hit the line locked together, and by gee, there's nothing in it right on the peg. I didn't like the way that horse was travelling at about the 800. Estimable in a desperately close one. If he gets it, was showing 240 and 140, but I'm not sure about this at all. Pleasant Express, the bookies are hoping, $67 and $13. Looking at that, you'd say the inside one has just lasted, but Oh, it's awfully close. And Ken, third, I think, Red Chiffon. Number 1, showing $1.90.
Now, watch whether Pleasant Express comes out on Estimable too. He's certainly hanging out there, and there's a question of whether he's even hampered Estimable. That's also got to be thrown into calculations. Pleasant Express in front in the yellow sleeves. Now Estimable in the cerise, the pink colours, diving at him down the outside. Pleasant Express and Estimable. I've got to say that I think Pleasant Express might have held him out, but you still might hear more. And the photo's not conclusive. They're still waiting for the photo. The judge has a chance to put it up on a magnifying, small magnifying screen. If it's too hard for him to decide, then he calls for the official photo finish. I think Pleasant Express has won, but there's just nothing in it. Very close. If you're on the favourite, don't give up. Johnny, what do you think?
Yes, Ken, I agree with you. Looking at that freeze frame, you'd want to be on Pleasant Express. Funny thing, Estimable is wearing a big black shadow roll, and it just sort of caused a little bit of confusion when you were trying to line up those two noses. OK, we'll have the result coming down the line very shortly, and you've just seen us.
1,500 metres. They called for the photo, and it was Estimable on the outside who grabbed the money. Number 6 paid $2.40 and $1.40. Second, number 5, Pleasant Express at $13.40, and third, number 10 for Fun at $3.90. And